Welcome guys, Omar Farouk here, CEO and founder of Glorify. And in this exciting video, I'm going to introduce you to our amazing formula on creating a powerful sequence of product imagery. Now, I've been running an agency for the past 6 years. We've been primarily focused on creating powerful, sequential, story-like and story-driven product imagery for Amazon and other e-commerce businesses. Image strategy is a phrase that we coined specifically to, describe the process and the final output to get to the desired goal of the client that we work with. And the desired goal is to create a series of images that will impact our buyers or shoppers online to the point that once they get through the image carousel, they are convinced to buy their product. And for our formula has worked flawlessly every time, so much so that many of our Amazon clients have applied the images and literally seen spikes of sales overnight. So I'm really excited to introduce you to this, and this is just a snippet of how it works. And I'm going to give you an example by showing you one of our clients that we work with called Skylar. Skylar is a dominating brand on Amazon, primarily focused on modern safety for families with specifically with babies and children. We created the brand for them, and we continue to work with them to create all of their product imagery. And you can do the same with using Glorify as a startup. So I'm really excited to present this to you. So here's a set of images that we created for Skylar. And, of course, we do different variations of one image, but, every image carousel specifically on Amazon will have 7 images as an opportunity to present your product with all the features and the benefits. So what we tend to do is we take the product and we examine it first. So this particular product is a magnetic lock, and the way it works is that you put it inside a drawer. It has a nice little what we call, I can't remember the name of this, we've got this image to tell you, the catcher, right? So this is the catcher, and it's made, so you have the lock and the catcher, and you have the aim sticker, and then you have the magnet. So this is the magnetic key. So let's go back to that image. And the way the product works is that you put the catcher on the top of the drawer inside, and then you stick the lock on the drawer door, and as you close the drawer, it actually locks the drawer so that kids can't get into it. And the only way to open it is by bringing this magnetic key close to it so that it pulls this lever, or it pulls the actual, there's a magnetic system that pulls this lever down so that it unlocks the drawer. It's a very clever system. We were, very delighted to do the image sequence for them. And how do we actually do these images? Well, firstly, we take all of the features and benefits. We actually have documents that do this. We have a documented process of how we do this. And we work very closely with our clients to make sure that we nail every image strategy that we do on the head. And as an example, let me show you one of our image strategies, if I can. So this is Notion, which is our project management platform that we use. Here's a magnetic lock that we had sort of organize all of the key features. And this is what we start with. We just brain dump all of the features, from the what does the product consist of, what comes in the packaging, what are the main benefits, it's unsightly, what's the, and we kind of organize all the features into little headings so that we know what the different features are, the different bullet points are talking about. So this is specifically speaking about adhesive strength. So all of these bullets are specifically speaking about powerful magnets. The fact that it's easy to use, we have a heading for that and all the different points under that. And then the protection from different hazards and versatility. And then we go into our image strategy. So when we actually go into our image strategy, we start to play with different ideas from image 1 to image 9, which is the actual maximum amount of images that you can have on Amazon or your Amazon carousel. 7 images actually on Amazon are available for immediate view. But again, guys, the same strategy can be applied for all types of e-commerce businesses, especially marketplace platforms such as Amazon, eBay, and Etsy. But we kind of start to think about every image and see, number one, how can we differentiate against the competition? How can we show off every feature without doing what we call feature stuffing? Because feature stuffing is when you dump a load of features in one image and there's no sort of, relation between each feature that is presented on that specific image. If there's so many different features in one image, then it becomes very confusing. But, what you want to do is group similar features together and start talking about them individually in that way. That way you're not going into feature stuffing, which can confuse your customers. So, here we kind of split these features of this particular product here. And then we have another image where we're talking about a different feature and so on and so forth. the different use cases of the product, of how it could be done in a lifestyle scenario, the versatility of the product. There's so many different ideas that you can play with. And we formulate the image strategy for the product that I was just talking about, the magnetic lock. And by the way, these images that you see here are relevant, but they're just there as references to previous projects that we've done, just kind of referencing to them that, these are the kind of ideas that we'll play with. And then we go and execute the designs. So long story short, like we create this image strategy, we dump the features, we put that into image strategy, and we speak about in a detailed way, we describe what kind of ideas can we play with, the different ideations from image 1 to image 9. And then this is our final result for this particular strategy. So you have, this product here being showed. This is the best way to show the product, the internal of the drawer with a magnetic lock. Then the bundle, what does the product come with? What is your package? What's inside the package? What's the contents of the package? And then we go into the proprietary build and the spark mechanism, so magnetic lock and the lever, how that works. We talk about versatility of how you can use it in the houses, in your home, and which different types of drawers and storage places that can be safeguarded from your children, and prevent a hazard. Then we start talking about the durability of how the plastic is durable plastic and the adhesive is super strong and how much weight it could carry. And then we start talking about the different hazards we can prevent, the common hazards. So you can see every image is a different story of the product. And then finally, we show you how the product is actually step-by-step form, showing how the product is actually installed from step 1, 2, 3 to 4. And then finally, we kind of end the image sequence in a kind of positive note. Well, everything has been positive so far, but to kind of relax the mind, you've seen all of these features, you just have this lady who is very welcoming lady, a mother evidently, and you have a child in the back trying to open a drawer but he can't, and clearly this product has been the solution. So solution driven, showing that this person has peace of mind, and it becomes essentially a sales driven product sequence. And the last image is kind of the boring one, which is the comparison image, where we kind of show the product against and next to other generic competition that's out there and how much better our product is. So that is our image strategy. Now, how can you start getting start actually applying this image strategy using Glorify? Well, firstly, we have all the templates that you need for it. So if you go here, you can see we've got a product promo image, you got a lifestyle image, you got a comparison image, and you got a call out image. So you can use this multiple times to show off different features. You can use the comparison image for that image that I showed you earlier, which is sort of comparing it next to the generic competition. You can use this multiple times to show various user-centric scenarios with your ideal customer profile in the background using the product perhaps. And then you can also try different products with just showing the main feature perhaps, and product in focus here with the main feature and the being highlighted in a prominent form. And we're going to continue to grow the different types of product images here. We've only got 4 at the moment, which is quite a lot. It's sufficient. It gives you a lot to play around with. And you can start now taking the product that you want to create a powerful image strategy for, and start using these templates to actually design them out. So like I said, as a summary, you brainstorm with your team or your client, and you dump all of the features of the product into a document. Then you start ideating each product image from 1 to 9, or how many ever images you want to do. And each image you want to focus on a different feature, on a different benefit, on a different story of the product, whether it's what's the contents of the packaging, what is the specific benefit that it comes with, what's benefit 1, and talk about all the different bullet points of that particular benefit, what's benefit 2 and the different bullet points of that of benefit 2, and then finally end with a nice little image with the user actually presenting the product, using it, or in a use case scenario, in the right environment that product's supposed to be. And then of course you can end it with a comparison image showing the product next to the generic competition. So you can play around with this, you've got so much room to play around with and create your own image strategy. And that's what I encourage you guys to do, especially those of you who are Amazon sellers. If you guys are not Amazon sellers and you're wondering how can you use image strategy, well, definitely you can use it in your funnels. You can communicate from the top of your funnel to the bottom. Here's a perfect example of a funnel page promoting a product. You got this tactical pen. So this page is actually from my good friends at Bank Account Builders, designed specifically by Neil Sarodi, amazing funnel designer. designing funnels for different products and services. But you can see for this particular product, I mean, he's done amazingly well in terms of conveying the main image, the main offering. This is a sort of an annotated type of image. And then he goes into this other sort of lifestyle compositions of the product, or sort of branded compositions of the product. And as you go down, there's further benefits, again, more sort of annotated imagery and different content, and the use case scenarios, lifestyle imagery, and just a variety of different product images they've used throughout their whole funnel, sort of conveying that story of the product. From the top to the bottom, you can notice that this is a story-driven sequence of images with the content alongside that, to just really, really convey what this product is about and how it's going to enhance your life. So there's so many ways that you can use image strategy, and it's just a powerful way of communicating your product effectively to your buyers, to your shoppers coming on your listing or your site, and making sure that they leave with a smile on their face, understanding, fully understanding what your product is about, what kind of difference it can make in their life, and what kind of impact it will have as well. So, go ahead and use these templates, play around with them until you arrive at a powerful sequence of product images that really conveys that message behind the product and the story behind it and all of the features. Thanks, guys, and I'll catch up with you guys in a future video. Take care.